And good evening, and welcome to Planet Herring. I'm Michael, and this is iRacing 2020 Season 1, Week 7. We are at the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya, one of those classic F1 tracks. We are doing the VRS GT Sprint Series. Looks like we got lots of people here registered right now. That's good. Low 144s, 142s. I bet you there's a 142 out there. I think I have actually seen that, but it looks like 144 is here in practice with us right now. Got my setup. Initially tried using a variation, but I do actually have a VRS supplied setup from my VRS subscription. Highly recommend it. Also, the sponsors of this series, not of my video. But if you do have the resources, I would strongly recommend looking into their servers. They have a lot of different things that they have here. So most support 11. Okay, so just looking at my settings here, um, really nothing that too far out of the ordinary. So let's go ahead. We are about 20 minutes out from the race here. And so we're going to go ahead and pull some laps, see where we fall into this group right here, and then go from there. So let's go ahead and let's get out here. And we can talk about Catalunya. Not one of my favorite tracks. Always seems to throw me off just a little bit. Never really quite feel perfectly comfortable here. I have to say it's not.
All clear. Push now.
Not one that I've been overtly successful at during my sim racing career. But we'll see how it goes. I always thought this was one of the trickiest turns. I guess their version of a carousel. Go ahead and take this nice and slow. That was really bad line, really. Don't seem to be getting the steering I would like out of it. Hopefully I'm going to watch that bollard on the inside there. There we go. All right. Always advise, don't try to wait too late to brake here. You're never going to win that. This is another one, little carousel here. You just don't try to push too hard. You're just going to overheat the tires. I do like the old version of this back part better than this chicane, but this is one of those deals where I guess it's less fast, so safer. All right, let's see if we can put together a nice, quiet, complete lap here.
Sector 1 is 0.15 off the pace.
Man, that was bad. Very bad. Horribly bad. I'm thinking we're going to need our wheel recalibration or something. Something's not right. Don't even know what this is going to come out to here.
P9.
Still a 147. Yeah, I'm not getting anywhere near the braking performance or anything out of this thing. Let's go in here and let's look at our pedal calibrations. All right, so it says it's fine, but we're going to redo it. Actually running a pretty low steering range, but even then I should be getting something nice, and yeah, that says it's fine. Braking, okay. Clutch, there we go. All good. All right, let's see now. Don't have any other things in here, but I'll reload this setup too. So there we go. 20 season 1 Barcelona. That was actually created this week, presumably. And for all intents and purposes, it's going to be a full tank. So let's just see what this looks like here now. And let's try that again. I really wasn't feeling it. I mean, it was like very strange and indeed that it was handling like that. But we're going to go out here.
There's traffic approaching. Watch your mirrors.
There you go. That might feel a little bit better. Yeah, I do find you have to definitely steer these cars. There's a lot of almost dead zone in the middle. Yeah, see, that was much better that time. I don't know. Yeah, being able to make that last little chicane and really get back on it as quickly as possible, that is one of the keys to this track. All right, let's
P13.
see if we can put together a decent lap here.
Sector 1 is 0.15 off the pace.
.15. That's not too bad. Actually managed to hold it in the line there. Really feel like this is one of those tracks where it's a lot about finesse and really just getting it really right and trying to do things faster and pushing isn't right. I mean, you can see I did a 2.7 seconds faster on that.
16th place. That's your quickest lap in this
And
session.
we're still
You're
in 16th
currently
place.
1.6 off the pace.
I'm only 1.6 off the pace and I'm 16th.
Sector 1 is quick.
My sector 1 is quick, even though I fucked it up. Wow, that's amazing.
Car right. Clear right.
We need to slow down, give back some time.
On your right. Hold your line. Clear right.
Okay, Michael, there's a car exiting the pits, heads up.
Well, let's see if we can get a bit of a draft here.
18th. That puts you 4.7 seconds off the pace.
Okay. Yeah, that was much better.
Sector 2 is 0.8 off the pace.
Well, I guess that draft didn't help.
B19.
Man, I'm just dropping like a fly.
Sector 1 is 0.8 off the pace.
Yeah, I was thinking that was probably going to come be the case.
Sector 2 is 0.9 off the pace.
Clear right.
Well, the good news is that I'm seeing so far is that people are having a real problem keeping it together. That was a little bit faster that
You're
time.
now 2.7 off the leader's pace. You're a second off the pace in Sector 3.
Okay, so there we go. Let's see. Go ahead and hit the escape button and let's look at this. See how far apart these times are. So now we do have a 142. Can't pronounce that name for nothing. Lots of 142s in here, 43s, 44s. Where were they? Way down to 45. Oh, let's see who's doing an even 44 here. Nope. Driving 439. Driving. Tristan. Nope. Nobody's actually turning. Well, there's a Moises Caraballo. So let's see what his thing is here. We got we got about 6 minutes until the actual race session begins. So let's go ahead and do a little lap analysis here. See, now see, he did that. Looks like a qualifying type thing going on there. So you know what? Let's do that. Okay, we're running full fuel. I'm going to take this thing down to say just enough fuel. Looks like 0.79 per lap. So I'm going to take this down to like 4 gallons. I don't know, give us enough to maybe get 4 laps in. Let's see what simple weight will account for in lap times.
The pit exit's clear.
Since it's obvious that I know what we can do with a full tank. Let's see what we can do with an almost empty tank and new tires. I think that's what the key to that turn really is, steering through the turn so that you're anticipating the fact that you got to get it tighter in. There we go. Let's see if we get a little bit more speed down the straight.
V21.
Watching for that spot. Really steering into the turn. A little bit faster.
Sector 1 is 0.7 off the pace.
Yeah, a little slow there. A little slow there too. I mean, it did register as an off track.
Sector 2 is 1.4 seconds off the pace.
Okay, still about 2/10 off. I'm not certain that fuel makes too much of a difference here.
That puts you 3.6 seconds off the pace. 5 minutes of fuel remaining, 5 minutes. Sector 3 is 1.4 off the pace. Sector 1 is 0.9 off the pace.
Yep, can't cut that one too close.
Okay, Michael, you've used half your fuel.
Yeah, I don't know that having less fuel makes a difference. Yep, just that's not helping at all. I would have thought
Sector
that
2 is 2.1 off the pace.
light fuel might have helped. It seems my biggest problem is actually hopping over these curbs lately. All right, so let's see. Since we have it, and we haven't quite gotten to it, let's see what his 142.3 actually looks like in the cockpit. So he's in a different car. Right there at the 100 marker, down to third. Well, it looks like we're getting ready to go here. Well, that's not super applicable to what we were doing anyway. I was hoping to find somebody that was in a Mercedes. Not like that. But just a real quick recap. We are currently hopefully going to be in a lower split. 145.2s, we're about 3 seconds off. So let's go ahead and let's race. We'll save this, see if we can come back later and do a little bit of analysis if I have a chance. But I'm really hoping at this point to be in the lower split. If there's enough people for a split. Because I think that will put me in with a bunch of guys that are doing 143s, 144s. Maybe if I'm lucky, 144s and 145s, and there you go. So there's a little bit of a little trick for you. Try to find a race that's got a lot of people signed up, and then hopefully, see, this is the thing. Okay, if you got a really great I rating, that's wonderful. If you got a low to mediocre one, kind of like I do, even though technically I'm not, I don't feel like I'm a bad racer. I'm just not super fast, so my finishes are consistent, but not at the front usually. Um, you could end up in some of these lower splits at the front. Hopefully get in with a halfway decent group of guys, or avoid the problems that sometimes do occur with less experienced or less capable drivers. And there you go. You've got a recipe for
out. P21.
a good result. I mean, there is a reason why lower classes of racing exist, right? It's because not everyone is a Lewis Hamilton. Let's see who we got here. Not really certain where I'm at in here, but I don't see Mr. Super Fast. Maybe that's a good thing. But we'll find out once we go to qualifying. So I am going to say, let's see, we got low fuel here for qualifying. That's one thing for certain. Once you get your setup dialed in at least as close as you can, go ahead. I mean, I'm just gonna bring it right on down to three, not two. And let's hit apply here. These races do require a pit stop. They are long enough that that comes into play, and I usually take it down to the halfway point. But here we are. We are ready for qualifying. I've got it down to 3 laps of fuel, so here we go. Let's just see what we can do with it and see where we qualify in. There's a lot of people in this race.
Track's clear. Push, push, push. We have 2 laps to get the job done, mate.
I'm not gonna push the tires too hard. I mean, I'm really gonna do 2 things. We want a nice conservative lap. We want a nice conservative lap, and then we want a lap where we try really hard without trying too hard. You know, just like this, nice and easy, get it done. All right, so first time lap, here we go. Coming down the 100 marker. Nice and easy. Kind of avoid those curves a little bit. Yeah, so that's where I usually mess up. Remember, this is our nice conservative lap. Keep everything in the white lines. And now let's see where we're at. And we'll do another lap.
P3, you've just done a 145.18.
Just a little bit up. Let's see if we can hold on to it. Yep, we did not hold on to it. Almost dead even with our previous. Oh, wait, nope. Oh, I don't know. I think that didn't count. So,
10th position.
nope, it didn't. So there we go. Looks like we have, in fact, gotten into the lower split, but we are currently in 10th. Did a little bit better than we did in the practice session with a 45.1.
Bad luck, Michael. Take your time. Start it back up and get back in the race.
Let's see where we're at here. So way down in 10th. Looks like we did have one guy who's the 143 guy. He's going to check out. Lots of guys that are essentially a second faster than we are. We're now down in 11th. And then a whole bunch of guys that are either going to start at the back or they are a whole crap load slower than we are. So while we're waiting on that, we got a minute 30 seconds remaining. So as always, check your fuel. Don't start the race with no gas. Not a good thing. It's not going to help you in any way, shape, or form. Think about the only thing I wish I could dial out of this sucker, and I'm going to load that one spot, maybe, just to see if I can get a little bit more run out of some of these corners with the traction control just a tad bit less intrusive, and see if I can get a little bit more there. So, all right, we'll leave it at that. Sometimes that helps, sometimes it doesn't. We do have 40 seconds. Let's go ahead and one of these days I will get a macro key set up to be able to do this for me so I don't forget. I'm going to increase the volume on that just a little bit for you guys. All right, here we go. 10 seconds to go, people. Fully fueled, ready to go there. And this is, I haven't really talked about this, but this is a 40-minute race.
That's the end of the session. P11.
All right, so we're going to try to keep going here and not have any problems. Luckily, these have standing starts, so I'm going to throw that out there to people, and here we go. Looks like Catalunya is not going to do a full-blown parade lap. We're going to start here right at the end of the back straight, such as it is. And we're going to go from there. Okay. Yippee, 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 yippee. All right, so everybody can see what you got here. Looks like our views are all good. Everyone's behind us.
Buena carrera, chico.
So I'm going to switch my view over to I can see my relatives.
En la otra carrera, ¿no? Antes, tío, me suena. Creo que sí.
No eres el único que vuelve a coincidir con él, ¿eh?
Coincidimos todos, tío.
Mic check, please.
Roger that.
Claro, hay que aprovechar lo que queda de domingo. Sí, tío, porque mañana a tocar las maracas. Vamos a ver cómo sale esta, porque la última he perdido un montón de puntos, porque un doblado me ha echado afuera. Hay que vigilar con los doblados siempre, tío.
So more than likely, we are going to fill this thing up. I don't think tires are really too much of an issue here, so we are not.
En fin,
The
forma
air
parte
temp
del
is
juego.
77 Fahrenheit. The track temp is 82 Fahrenheit.
Sí, desaparecer.
I'll see how they
Se puede
drop
hacer
off with
desaparecer, eso está claro.
Follow
anything
car
going on.
number 3 in the left column.
And it always gets me when we go through these very tight chicanes.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Go.
Meanwhile, the guy at the front has already dropped it and gone like a billion years ago.
Car left. Clear left. Left side. Clear left. On your left. You're in the middle, 3 wide. Clear left. Clear all round.
All right, well, we had a little bit of turning in on me. I did him the favor of going back straight.
Left side. Clear left. Car left. Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear left.
And then I got caught out going into the quiet turn there. All right, let's try not to overbrake somebody.
Car right. Still there. Clear right.
Luckily, I was able to swing to the inside there.
Number 4, stop dive bombing.
We're not number 4, are we? No, we're not. We're number 19.
P13. Alright, Michael. Don't be intimidated by this little shit. Make him work for it.
That's the plan, my friend. Yeah, I don't know if I'm in faster territory. That wasn't too bad. Overcooked it just a tad. Okay, well, that wasn't necessarily the best run through that chicane.
Your lap time was 146.56.
Right side. Still there. Clear right.
Sector 3 is 1.4 seconds off the pace. Come on, Michael, don't let him get away. The gap to Del Val ahead is now 0.31. 14th. Martin is leading the race. Yellow flag, caution.
So this is the thing I have to remember here is a lot of guys brake a lot earlier than I do, even if I'm comfortable, especially if they're technically slower than I am, and I gotta watch out for that or I'll end up rear-ending them. Alright, so let's...
Come on, nail this fucker.
Yeah, don't get antsy. You ain't that far away. More
Okay,
concerned.
Michael, just keep hitting your marks. This is looking good. That's the fastest lap of the race.
Damn, Gerard, that's kind of BS, isn't it?
So is my move.
Left side. Clear left.
Brilliant, nice one.
I don't know about brilliant, if just lucky.
On your left. Clear left. Car left. Hold your line. Clear left.
That was definitely a dive bomb into that corner. So we haven't gotten to the halfway point yet, so nowhere near ready for a pit stop here.
The gap to Del Val ahead is now 0.5.
Okay, we gotta watch those off-track excursions. Yeah, I think that was much better. Wasn't faster.
13th place. That's your best lap in this session. Defend your position. Don't let him through.
On your left. Clear left. Left side. Hold your line. Hold your line. Still there. Clear left.
Okay,
Yeah,
Michael,
we're never
the
gonna
car
finish this
refueling window
race.
will open after 29 minutes and closes after 35 minutes.
Yeah, I'm never gonna finish this race without a penalty.
That was 146.79.
Yeah, if he hadn't closed the door on me earlier, I would have gotten past him.
Okay, Michael, stay close. Wait for him to make a mistake.
That's what I'm working on.
Right side. Hold your line. Clear right. Clear right.
Good stuff. Keep it coming. The guy behind's catching. The gap's now 0.43.
Alright, well, let's see if I can get some space now.
V12. That lap was a 146.13.
Alright, well, we haven't quite regained our actual position yet.
All right, Michael. Don't let this guy distract you. Nice and smooth with that throttle. Keep it balanced. That's your fastest lap today. The gap to Del Val in front is now 1.7.
Come on now. Yeah, we're definitely getting away from
The gap behind is
Garcia.
now 2.7.
Maze at the front has just been this consistent though. Holy cow.
The gap in front is now 0.7.
Okay, so been relatively quiet, but we're chugging along right here in 12th. Oh, we got about 22 minutes remaining.
That lap time was 1:45.80.
But not almost to the halfway point, so we're going to be thinking
You've got
about
half your fuel left.
that pit stop here. I was really hoping to get back into the top 10. Before I had to take that pit stop, but we're holding right here with this mid-pack here.
way too long. Find that gap.
Yeah, I think I got it.
You've just done a 146.05.
Left side. Hold your line. Clear left.
Well done, Michael. Great move. Keep it up. Come on, head up. Keep your focus further down the track. That's 20 minutes to go. 20 minutes. Half distance. We estimate 15 minutes of fuel remaining.
All right, well.
Let's see how wide you can make this thing. P11.
Okay.
The gap behind is now 0.9.
Car left. Clear left. Car left. Clear left.
Okay, so a little dance there.
On your left. Clear left.
Wow, thanks.
Come on, keep pushing.
Yeah, that was kind of stupid. I've seen that.
Sorry.
Luckily, it's time to pit.
The gap in front is now 1.1 seconds.
How much fuel to finish?
Oh no, I just can't hear you. What's your speed limit in the pits?
How much fuel to finish?
3.1 gallons. Box in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now.
Okay, we're gonna just put in 8 gallons of fuel, probably way more than I need, and I'm not gonna take tires. Yeah, they're fine.
There's a car approaching. Stay behind the white line.
Yeah, the only problem is I don't know if the guy in front of me is actually necessary.
15 minutes left.
Or is that the leader in front of me? Doesn't seem like it.
There's a car leaving the pit lane. B25.
P25. Freaking kidding me? Nobody pitted yet.
The gap to Knoll ahead is now 0.6.
You know, he should have got a penalty for that.
Fuck you. Sorry, 13. Okay, so.
Boy, he's getting off that line fast. I am not going to catch him like this.
That lap time was 146.53. Okay, Michael, that's good consistency. Keep it up.
On your left. Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line. Clear left.
Why?
You're welcome.
Oh, come on. I need to catch this guy.
B24. The car behind's pitting now. minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left.
So I am trying to figure out
Left side. Still there. Clear left.
Okay, Michael, there's a car exiting the pits. Heads up.
this dude is fucking killing me. All right.
Okay, good fight. Pass me on the right side.
The leader, Martin, is pitting.
On your left. Clear left.
Good pass. Now keep pushing. There's a car exiting the pits. Heads up. The gap to Knoll behind is increasing. It's now 0.7. V20.
Damn, I'm still way the fuck off because this guy pulled me up 2 seconds a lap. And now he's gonna hit me, you watch. Probably not on purpose, but a lot of overcooking going on back there.
Tío, me pasé la entrada de vos, la velocidad. No lo tenía preparado, con las prisas.
Ah, vaya.
Pitting, I'm pitting.
Come on.
Okay, Michael, don't think about the lap times. Just hit each and every apex. P18. That's 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes.
Yeah, this was seemingly a very bad pit strategy. Yeah, that was just super bad luck that I ended up buying somebody so slow.
Okay, Michael, push now, we can catch this guy. Don't let this guy intimidate you. That was a 147.41.
Car left. Still there. Clear left. On your right. Still there. Clear right.
Have it, nice one.
Okay, well, I guess I haven't spoken in quite a while. It has been a hard-fought
2
battle.
minutes to go, 2 minutes.
And it looks like they've actually stepped back a bit. 2 minutes to go. Where are we at? Where are we at?
E15. Your lap time was
Yeah.
a
Halfway through, mate, you're all right.
147.64.
Well, definitely think my pit stop may have been ill-conceived. Well, I'm definitely faster than most of the guys back here. Because we're watching out for that bollard right there. Jeez. So we're coming up on the final lap. I don't know who has stopped for gas and who hasn't.
White flag, last lap. That lap was a 146.14. Sector 2 is 0.7, off the pace.
Well, this is nowhere near the result that I was looking for here. Unless there are quite a few people that are going to run out of gas. Or there are quite a few people that were on fuel saving the whole time. There's my group right there.
Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go.
And so there you go. Looks like we're going to end up in 15th spot. Having fallen down 4 spots.
P15, that's the end of the race. We'll get him next time.
Yeah, I'm
GG.
pretty
Good race. Thanks.
That's almost certainly a result
Buenísima carrera.
of getting stuck behind that guy. So yeah, let's go back and see. So if we go back to where my pit stop was, so lap times wasn't even a fast pit stop, but let's see, 2:22, lap 14 is where I believe I stopped.
P11, okay, it's over.
And so yeah, that's where I stopped. Let's go back, let's rewind here, see who I was next to when I stopped here. So nice. So at the time when I actually got hit, let's look at our far chase view. So at the time, person in front of me was Russell Jones, and person behind me was Fran Santisteban. And so there you go. And of course, he hit me. Now let's look at their overall results. Yeah, there you go. I mean, here I was consistently keeping up with these guys, and I pitted, and they ended up 8th and 9th, and I ended up 15th. So let's see, where did Santisteban pit is the question. He pitted way down on lap 21. And Russell Jones pitted on lap 19. All right, well there you go. There has been your qualification of what should be your pitch strategy is wait until say 5 laps, build up as quick a lead, let everybody shake themselves out, let people go. Because see, now if you look at this, look at my result here, just look at my laps. So I was pulling in at the beginning, we were doing variety of 46s, a couple of 47s. Had my fastest lap on lap 8. A couple of 45s there. Pitted on 14, and then you'll notice it was a consistent run of 47, 47, low 46s. And that really killed me, I think, because if you look at those last couple of laps, I started putting in 46s again. We did have a couple of 46s here. Where was I at this point? So at this point in time, it was Noel that was in front of me. Noel, where'd he start? Noel started 23rd, finished 16th. So, and his qualifying time was a 1:46. So there you go. That was very bad from a strategic standpoint with regard to the race. I got stuck behind him. You know, he was, it's not like he was super slow in the race, but if you look at his lap times, all through this period, he was running 1:47s with a couple of 1:46s, and he just killed my overall time. I should have been speeding up and catching that group in front of us, which I was right there, and I would have been probably out before them even. But I think this was a combination of taking the pit stop too early and a combination of getting stuck behind someone that was a lot slower than I was. So bad luck on this one. Ended up 15th, and you could tell I was really catching good on there at the end. Just didn't have enough time. One thing I have been looking at with regard to running these races, I probably need to spend more time is, I start with full fuel, and then I've been toying with the idea of, okay, only take enough to get to that last couple of laps, but it's one of those deals where if you do that, we've seen where you don't necessarily gain a lot of time with less fuel unless you're really good. So who knows? But anyway, it's late Sunday, and I just don't know if I'm going to get a chance to run this one again. If I do, I will do a redux race and see how this goes. So I would really love to try this one again with maybe starting roughly in the top 10, but trying a much later pit strategy and pulling in just exactly the amount of fuel that the crew chief tells me to do and see how it goes. So with that, I'm going to close this down. Still a good race. Had some nice battles there. Didn't have too many problems. Did get spun once, which that was kind of annoying too. But overall, I don't know that hurt me too much, except that the decision to pit right there probably was not the best. Should have kept up with those guys and possibly even pitted at the same time and just played off of them and saw how well it could go, or pitted on the next lap and seen if I could catch up or stay where I was at. So with that, I'm going to call it a night. Thanks for watching Planet Herring. And as always, there is the end card. Hey guys, Michael here. Hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, go ahead and click that like button. Click on the Planet Herring logo to subscribe to the channel. Let us know what you think about the video in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope to see you again soon.